Hey beauties, so in today's video I am going to be doing a SHEIN haul before I get into the nail set, but I'm first going to go through a SHEIN haul that I had filmed before my hiatus, my second hiatus, but I ended up not editing the video and deleting the video, so I thought let me just add those items into this haul because I did get new items and I thought why not, So firstly I am going to start with a very annoying purchase that I made. I actually put everything in here because I had nowhere else to store it and I haven't had time to separate these, but this was a bag of miscellaneous stuff, and as you can see I also started to add used charms like this one right there and some of my broken cheap earrings in there to use as charms, but basically it just came like this in a little bag, miscellaneous stuff basically. So I'm not gonna pour everything in there, but you get the idea. So this was one of my most annoying purchases I've made and I just haven't gotten around to organizing these things. I just put them in like an empty acrylic jar. So that's that for that. Look at that. I ended up giving myself the time to sort all of that out. The only thing that I did mix is these rhinestones. Kept them as rhinestones all together, even though they're mixed shapes, but everything else is sorted. Love that for me. At least this isn't an annoying pile anymore. And then I got these acrylic brushes, which I've been using so far, and they have been quite good. I don't remember if these claimed to be 100% Kolinsky, but they worked really well for me. And as you can see, like I said, I've been using them. So yeah, I got a number 10, 14, and 8, I think. Yes, 14 and 8, which by the way, I use the number 10 a lot for these. So I've been using these for a while now. And then I got these huge nippers that I use to remove my nails. It's very strong, and also because I broke my other nippers that I had from SHEIN also, so I thought I should get a different one because the one that I got before this was the famous nippers that people use to remove rhinestones and stuff. So I thought let me try these ones that look like normal nail clippers. So that's what I got. And then I got this mold, and as you can see I've already used it. I'm guessing this is the effect of monomer. I've used this mold to swatch my acrylics, and there we go. We have that swatch there for Kill Canela from Bling Girl, and this one which is Cool Pink. So basically a lot of my acrylics I've already swatched and put the paw print on the acrylic themselves. So this was just for that because I thought that was a cute way to swatch my acrylics all together. And then I got these lint-free wipes. I hope these don't give me a problem because I haven't really used these, and I hope they don't give me problems because if you remember correctly, I got these from Bling Girl, and every time I wipe my nails they leave like black lint. So I'm hoping these won't leave any pink lint, otherwise I'd be disappointed. But I think for today's set I will be using these just to test them out, then we'll see. And then I got 6 Aurora powders, which I had also swatched in inverted commas in the video when I first filmed for this, and they had different colors, so I just wrote on them what could best describe the colors of each. I don't know, you know what, let me just swatch them for this video so that you guys can see why I labeled them the way I did. I don't think the colors are perfect, but I thought, you know what, anything that is as close to the description to what these reflect, I will name that. So we'll start with pink, and that is what the pink one looked like. And then we have green, and that's how green looks. I don't know, I feel like this camera isn't doing these colors justice. And then we have gold. I think I did a good one with labeling these actually. Then we have a pearlescent color because I think it was just white and not much color to it, so I just said pearl. Yeah, more like silver, so I think pearl is a good color, good name. And then blue, nice. And like I said, I've already used some of these. So then we have purple, and that's how the purple one looks. I think these colors look so nice, and these are nice Aurora powders. And like I said already, like I've already used some of these products, and if you remember, I've used this blue Aurora powder, if I'm not mistaken, in one of my sets, which I will link up in the cards. It was one of my favorite sets that I filmed for when I used this, but like I said, I deleted the video where I did the haul for this. And while we're still in the category of powders, I got these mica powders, which I've already used in some of the videos. I think one of them was the green one that I've used for my green stiletto nails, but some of them I've used in other videos that I haven't posted and actually deleted. But these are all the mica powders that I got. I don't think it's necessary for me to remove them from the plastic, right? I just don't have a proper storage unit to remove these and place them individually, but I thought just keeping them in the plastic that they came in is better for me right now. And then I've got rhinestone boxes. I've got this pink rhinestone box, which I'm sure you've already seen in one of my previous videos, as well as this blue, which I'm sure you've already seen. I think I've done a video where I use both the colors, the pink and the blue, in one video, which I will link in the cards. And then I have this colorful neon bling box, which I also bought specifically for a certain set, which I think I also mentioned in the video when I did these for the second time, because the first video I did delete, which I will also link up in the cards. I should stop saying that because there's a limit to the number of cards you can actually link on YouTube. And then we've got these extra long full cover tips. These are almond shaped and these have been my favorite. I've loved these. I also used these in one of my recent favorite videos, which were the custom acrylic video. Okay, so that is all for the SHEIN haul for my old SHEIN products, and a part of me really feels like I did rush that haul, but please forgive me. But I think it's because I have filmed for that video before and I was not as excited for that haul compared to this one. So this part of the haul is the new supplies that I bought. So firstly, I'm gonna go on with, I think this is supposed to be the number 8 acrylic brush. It says Kolinsky, 100% Kolinsky. I don't know, I feel like these bristles are a little too small. I was expecting something bigger than that, but yeah, it does say number 8 Kolinsky. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but I'm guessing that is the manufacturer of this brush. But like I say, I feel like this brush is a little too small, but we'll see. We'll use it in today's video. So, or maybe is it because it's not pinched, because I do have a number 12 here, and I don't know, man. I really don't know. And this is also a Kolinsky brush, as you can see. I really don't know. I just feel like this number 8 is a little too small for my liking, actually. So we'll see about that when we use this today. And then we have these embellishments, and I'm guessing these are ocean themed, because I remember wanting to do an ocean themed nail set for so long with not having these ocean themed stuff. I think I do have stars and shells, but not these kind of shells. And we've got seahorses, and I think that's another thing that I really was looking forward to. So that is that, and I'm really happy about this purchase. Expect an ocean nail set coming soon. And then we have another one here, which I'm not sure why I bought two. Maybe it's because they have different embellishments, but I'm gonna check that out now. And it doesn't seem like they have anything different to them, because yeah, they all have the same thing: seahorses, these type of shells, stars, these type of shells, and these ones, and those type of shells. So I don't know what the difference is, and I don't know why I got two of those, but I got two of those. I guess I've been frustrated for long enough that I thought two would be good. I don't know, but that's that. And then I have these tweezers. These are sticker tweezers, and I specifically bought the pink one because why not, right? Why not? Oop, did I just remove that part? Because remember, I bought these for this part, not me destroying it already. But it does look detachable, because as you can see, it is shaped to fit the tweezers themselves. So don't be lazy like me and remove this the right way, okay? I'm being lazy right now. But anyway, so this is how that should fit, and this part is just to press down the stickers. And there we have the very sharp tweezers, as you can see. Love that. And then we have ombre brush, and trust me, I actually already removed the plastic bags that these come in. So these come in a lot of plastic bags. So if you see these with plastic bags, it means these are the extra ones, because I removed majority of the plastic bags that these items come in. But yeah, this is the ombre brush, and it is angled. Love that. You can use these with powder or gel, nail powder or nail gel, and I love those. And these I think were on special, and that's why they came two in a packet, and I'm happy about that purchase. And then we have these. Ooh, yeah, we have these mechanical, I don't know, gears, I think. Yeah, mechanical gear. I think the light is just, there's so much glare. Maybe I should just turn it like that. So yeah, the mechanical gear embellishments, I like that. I've seen a lot of designs that I would like to recreate with those, and that's why I ordered these. Love, love, love. I can't wait to use these actually. And then I got these magnets that I will be using with my nail cutter. been wanting to use this for so long. So how do people clip this? Because I have this nail up here, or do you put it this side? Like, how do you measure? Actually, now I think about, oh, maybe right there. I think that is the correct way. All right, that makes sense. So I'll be using these with my nail cutters just to shorten my nails equally. And then we have this, and you might be wondering, why is this part of the nail product? But I got this because I've got some custom acrylics that I've made that I don't like, and I would like to just surf through the glitters or the sequins in the acrylic and leave the acrylic clear, or just powder form. So just to remove the sequins, and then I'll figure out how to use the acrylic. Specifically, I was thinking of the black acrylic that I created for this one nail set, and I'm like, I don't like that acrylic, but I would like to reuse my sequins in the acrylic. So if I could just get those out and leave the black in there, and then just mix that acrylic with the black acrylic, I don't think it will make much of a difference anyway. So that's why I bought this. Strange, but necessary. Yes, so I got to separate the glitters from the acrylic, and as you can see, the acrylic is left with the small glitters which could get through the surf, so it's okay. But these nice hard glitters I can still use for other acrylics, so it's fine. I think I can still use this black acrylic for something else, and I'm okay with the little glitter that's left in there as long as these beautiful glitters are out of there. So that was the whole purpose of this. And then I got this UV light, portable one. It has a stand, as you can see, and you can charge it. And yeah, I thought I should get it for myself specifically so I could use it with my nail foils, because I've been struggling to do nail foil with the foil glue gel. Ooh, and it came charged, so maybe I should test this with a base coat. Let me just put a glob of that right here and then test if it's gonna get dry. And I see it has a timer as well, as you can see. Let me just try and you see the timer. Ooh, I think it's cool that it has a timer, and as you can see, that is cured. Of course, that's not fully cured, but I think it's enough to do what I wanted to do. And it has that space for these dome silicone things. I think that's what it's called. But I'm not gonna put those in right now, and this looks quite easy to assemble. Maybe just place that right here, put this right here, and that's how that is assembled. And I think you can just, oh, this looks magnetic. Oh, it is magnetic. Oh, that is so interesting. Oh, okay, so I can turn this, place the magnet right here. How do I open this without breaking? I don't want to break this. It looks like you can just put this right there to hold your lamp in place. And then we have the USB-C cable to charge this up. I'm happy about this purchase actually, and I'm actually happy that it came charged also. So this is an interesting purchase for me, and I can't wait to use it when I do foils, nail foils, the next time, to see how convenient this is. And then we've got these different sized pearls, which you've already seen me use in my previous video with these nails. As you can see, I have these I've wanted for so long because I had a small amount of these, and I remember even using it in one of the videos that I already linked, the video where I used this Aurora powders. I had used these white pearl ones, and I love them. I love these flat back pearls, and now that we've used them, we can already tell that these actually do chip off. I should have top coated these clearly, but I didn't, and now that I've done that, I know that next time I use these, I should definitely top coat these to protect them from peeling off and losing their color. But nonetheless, I love this purchase, and I think this is one of my favorite purchases I've made for this SHEIN haul. And then I've got these rhinestones. I think I did mention when I did these nails that I actually am falling in love with dark green or emerald green, and I love that these came sealed, and then these small ones were put in their small packages so that they do not leak into the other compartments. And it also comes with its rhinestone picker, which I'm really grateful for. I'm happy about this. So while we're at it, I think I should add these small rhinestones into their allocated compartments, which I think that would be satisfying to do. And I'm trying not to break this, and I'm also trying to see if there's any sellotape holding this together, but there isn't. It just seems to be very secure. But these are very cute. I do feel like these are limited. There's not enough of these, and I'm not happy about that because these were so scarce. Like, I've been trying to get these for so long, and they were so scarce, and now that I got them, I even get like a small amount of these. Like, what? Why? Is it because these are high demand? Why? Anyway. Okay, I tried to do an ASMR for that, but that was a fail. So we'll just skip to the end of this and just show you all of these. I'm actually really happy about this purchase. This is also one of my favorites, maybe second favorite to the pearls, honestly. And then I've got this nail art brush, which I used for the flowers that I tried to do when I was doing this nail set, before I ended up with this nail set rather. And this is a number, I think it's supposed to be a number 2. I'm just gonna check with the listing to confirm if that is true or not. And the size of this reminds me of this number 8 Kolinsky brush. The way it's so small, they're almost similar in size. This one is pinched, of course, so you can, it's just flat on the side, but it just reminds me of that. Like, it's almost the size of the Kolinsky brush that I showed. But yeah, this is the nail art brush, and I must say that it works well. I just can't do the flowers, but it works well. So the product doesn't get stuck as much, and I think it's just good. And then lastly, for the nail related products that I got from SHEIN is this set of color paints. If you've been watching me for a while, I've been running out of everything, so I desperately needed these. So I thought, why not get these on SHEIN? And just to show you, these came sealed like that. I did try to open this one, and that's why I chose this one to show you the color, and it looks like they came filled to the brim. Ooh, they definitely did come filled to the brim, and I really appreciate that. Let's see. I just take the whole. Oh no! Oh no! What? Why did I think that was filled to the brim? And you look at that, and this part is the only part that's filled. And I feel like, let me just remove the light so you can see that properly, because what on earth is this? Look at that. It's too dim, but you can tell what I'm trying to show you, because I thought this was filled to the brim. I am actually sad about that, because this looks half used. Oh no. But anyway, I'm gonna mix that when I get to using these. But for the most part, a lot of them, don't do what I'm doing, touching the color with my fingers, but a lot of them came sealed. But you do have an exception of just a few. I think I saw, this is the only one I saw with that. I didn't open all of them that did pass through, as you can see, but all of them did come sealed. So that is that on that. Anyway, so these are the last items that I got on SHEIN, and I do not feel like swatching them. I do not have swatch sticks. I will just get these out and use them whenever I get these out and use them. And I think these are going to be the star of the show for today's nail set. And if you're interested to see other purchases that I made that are not nail related, just stick to the end of the video, and then I will show you what else I got in this SHEIN haul that is not nail related. But if you're not interested, it's okay. You can stick around, just see what I do with these nail paints on this upcoming nail set. So let me get a set of my nails and do the nails for today, and then I'll leave the rest of the haul for the end of the video after the nail set, if you're interested, like I said.
One eternity later.
Okay, it's been too long, and I think it's been like a week, if not just over a week, but I am going to be doing my nails using these almond shape full cover tips to do what I am about to do. I am going to be applying this cool pink cover acrylic from Bling Girl, and as I break this brush, as I was breaking this brush, at first glance I can already tell that the bristles of this brush are very, I want to say hard. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not, and we've already established that these look a little too little for what I'm going for. So let's see how that goes. I'm just gonna wet my nail and let's see how that goes for real. But the reason that I have delayed, I don't like how pointy that is. I really don't like that. But like I said, this brush is a little too hard. It's literally hard, and I hope it's not hard to work with, but the bristles are really stiff. That's the word I'm looking for. But like I was saying, the reason that I delayed doing my nails is because I actually wanted to do Easter nails, because Easter is coming up, but I just couldn't find it in me to do Easter nails. I didn't have the inspo to do Easter nails, and the moment I told myself, you know what, I don't have to do Easter nails, then all of my nail enthusiasm came back, and I was like, oh, that's why I was stuck. I wasn't inspired by Easter nails, so I think that's why it took me so long to film for a nail set. I've actually had my bare nails for over a week, and that's a little too long for me. It's not normal, but yeah, I guess that's what happens. Over time, you get to learn yourself and you get to know what you like and what you don't. And I think I am at a point where I realize that I don't have to go by the theme like what other creators are doing right now, or just to stay in touch with whatever is going on around me. I should be doing what I like to do. So right now I'm doing what I like to do, which is just nails, without having to force myself to do Easter nails because Easter's coming up. I didn't even do that for Valentine's. Like, I wasn't like, oh, I'm doing Valentine's nails, here's Valentine inspo nails. If I feel like doing gothic nails in February, I'm gonna do gothic nails in February. I'm not gonna wait for October to do that. Okay, so I've learned that about myself now, and I'm quite impressed that I actually listened to myself after a week, because ciao. Anyway, this brush, I don't know how I feel about it. It's too small, too stiff, and I don't know, maybe I'm gonna get used to it with time, but right now I'm not liking it per se. It's not my favorite, but it's working, I guess. I don't know if it's the user or the brush itself, but we're here now. Okay, and then now on to encapsulating the nails with this Miss Smooth acrylic. I don't know, I would not recommend this brush, honestly, or maybe I need to give it a chance with using it with my dominant hand. I don't know, but I'll still link it just in case you're really interested and you feel like you want to buy it, and maybe you could put it to good use and it would work better for you. I don't know, maybe it's just a me problem. But speaking of SHEIN products, like, what's with SHEIN lately? Like, maybe it's because I haven't done hauls in a while and I haven't bought from SHEIN in a while, but I was shocked to see that when you look at the product listing, it will tell you that it's a certain price, but as soon as you add it to your cart, the price changes, and not in a good way. It literally increases. I was like, no, this said it was this amount, let's say 10 rands, and all of a sudden when it's in the cart, it's 14 rands, and I'm like, why does it do that? That's not nice. So I did not like that. I was like, maybe it's because I haven't been on SHEIN for a while. I downloaded Temu. I have never bought any nail products from Temu before, and when Temu was coming in and it was like booming around those times, that was the time when I quit my job and I decided to go back to school. So I had to use my funds really wisely. I had my savings and I was like, I need to live off this. So I can't be jumping on this Temu bandwagon and buying nail products because I need to eat. So I haven't necessarily been a Temu girl, and I think I'm still not one, but maybe I'll try it out in the future. Never say never. But I was not impressed with SHEIN. Honestly, I was not impressed with how their prices changed. Very fluctuating. I'm like, this is not how SHEIN used to be. But anyway, I guess it was all part of the tariffs. I really don't know what it is. Like, I really don't know, and I don't read these new updates that they make. Maybe that was one of the updates, but I did notice that these prices change a lot. I mean, I've already known before that the prices of the products change depending on the time of the month or time of the day or whatever, because there's payday, and there's slow times within the month. That I knew. But for a product to change its price immediately when you add it to your cart, and and some of the price hikes were really a lot, because if a product is 200 rands, maybe it could double to 400 rands or almost 400 rands, and I'm like, that's just not fair. That's if you tell yourself, I want to spend this much, and then you add stuff to your cart that cost that much, trust me, it's gonna be a lot. So for this cart, I realized that compared to how the listing was and how much I actually ended up paying for the product, I had to remove 300 rands worth of stuff because I had a budget. I was like, I'm not gonna pay this much. This is what I had budgeted to pay, like to spend on SHEIN, and this is what I'm set on spending. So I had to remove just about 300 rands worth of stuff, but that ain't cool, honestly. that ain't cool at all. SHEIN, I'm disappointed. I guess it was all a tactic to get people to start using SHEIN. I don't know, but now that we're here, I guess it's like drugs. People get you hooked to drugs, and then once you're hooked, you're not gonna get the free supplies anymore. You have to start paying, and that's unfortunate. But then anyway, if you are interested in anything that I bought, like I said, I will leave the link to probably all the products below, or I'll just leave a code to my affiliate link, and then you can just search for that code and everything will be linked within that code. Like everything from this video will be in that code. Okay, the nails are looking a little crusty dusty. I am done filing those. I'm just gonna apply the base gel because I want to work with the gel color pots that I got. Since I didn't get to open all of them in the whole part of the video, I thought I might as well just do that in this video. I am going for an abstract design. I'm not an abstract person, so we'll see. If I feel like I'm struggling, I might have to look for some abstract patterns on Pinterest. I mean, abstract is supposed to be abstract, like don't have to think too much about it, but this is me I'm talking about, so I know myself, but I'll try what I can. Okay, so I will be wiping off the tacky layer of these nails using gel finishing wipe. I did kind of overfile my ring finger. I think I did not have enough clear acrylic on that nail because it just felt like I was just filing through the nude cover acrylic and it was just coming off in chunks, as you can see there. So I am gonna cover that the gel polishes, but I do have 12 colors, so I'm gonna use black and white on all the nails, and then I'm gonna use 2 of the other colors so that I use all the colors in the nail set. I did go ahead and open all of them off camera, and I'm gonna start with the ones that I opened on camera. Well, I didn't particularly open the brown, but I did show it on camera, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do abstract nail art. I really don't know how this is gonna go, but I hope it goes well. I don't know if this big brush is a good idea. Maybe I should be using a smaller brush. It looks like this doesn't level out, so I don't like that. I think a smaller brush would work. These colors are really thick. Excuse my brush and how the bristles are looking, but yeah, these colors are really thick. It doesn't look like they self-level. That's how thick they are. Like they just thick and stiff. I don't know if that is a good thing, and I'm gonna keep the layer very thin so that I can cure it. I think you can't even tell. I mean, you can kind of tell that it's a bit streaky on camera, but oh well. You can definitely tell that this black also needs mixing because I'm seeing like oily parts, like clear parts of the gel, and that's not what I'm going for. Okay, I even forgot to film that white line in there, and I think I might just switch off the camera and just do this off camera because I think it's tedious. I am using all the colors, and I don't know, this kind of feels like when I put on bling. If you know, you know. I don't like putting on bling on camera. I just like coming out here and showing you how it looks. So it's starting to feel like that right now because I'm using a lot of colors. I'm cleaning my brushes often, and then I forget to press record, and then I'm just like, ugh, this is starting to feel a little tedious. I don't know, maybe I should just do this off camera, honestly. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so there we go with the abstract nails. I don't know, I wasn't liking them as I was doing them because I'm not an abstract person, but now that I'm looking at them, I think I like them. So I'm gonna go on with this Bling Girl Superior top coat. I think this is, wow, not this thing coming out, but anyway, what's the point? I think this is my last top coat that I have before I go back to using my favorite top coat, which is the Miss Smooth top coat. And I think after that I'm gonna stick to Miss Smooth top coats, okay, because I am just a lover of Miss Smooth. Ooh, I love this brush. I love this brush. I think I am gonna keep this brush even after the top coat is finished because I actually really love this brush. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. And I like how this is not a very thick top coat. I mean, it could be the same consistency as the other one, which I just tossed right now. If you've been watching my videos, you know I've been using that other top coat from Bling Girl, and I would always have it upside down because it was so thick, and I would use it with a different brush because I just couldn't get it to not thicken and dry. But I also think it's because it's hot now, so yeah, maybe that's why this one is a little less viscous. They probably have the same viscosity with the other one. But yeah, I like how this brush hugs my nail actually, and I love the shape, like the roundness of the tips. Ooh, shiny, like that. And then I'm gonna go on with this SHEIN Blooming Nails Cuticle Oil, which is fitting for this video because this is a SHEIN nail supply video, right? I've loved this cuticle oil. I've been using it for a while. I did spill it a few videos ago, and that's why there's only about half of it left. And I think I spilled it out of frustration. Was it the green nails? I don't remember, but I did spill it like recently, and I was so sad because this is my top favorite cuticle oil because it just seeps into your skin without leaving your skin feeling oily. And there we have the nails. I love, well, love is a strong word. I like these nails, I really do, especially because I did not have a plan for what to do. I was struggling, and I did take a week to think about what to do, and it still didn't really turn out as nice as I wanted it to, but at least I got to use all the colors. As you can see, I used white and black on all the nails, and then I used yellow and brown on this one, light pink and dark blue on this one, green and purple, light green and purple, pink and light blue, dark pink and light blue, that is, and then dark green and red. So I got to use all 12 colors, and like I said, they are really thick. They are not self-leveling, but I think they are good for their purpose, so I like them. Let me know what you like from the haul from today's video. Also, let me know what you think about these nails, and if you're still watching, please leave a shooting star emoji in the comment section to let me know that you're a real one. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you for watching all the way, and please subscribe so that you do not miss any of my upcoming videos, and I hope you stay tuned for my next video. Thanks for watching once again. Bye. Right, and then on to the SHEIN haul that is not related to nail product. I've got these few stuff right here. These are supposed to be called, I think these are bracelet beads that I could use, and I don't want to open them because I don't have a container to store these in. So until I buy a container where I can like separate these and store them in, I will just keep them in these little bags that they came in. But these are star shaped, as you can see, and these are really cute. I got these ones as well. These are pendants, and when I tell you these are cute, I think I should open that. I will be able to close that one. These are really cute, if I do say so myself. I love the size of these, nice and big, nice and blingy, and I hope these don't change color. I really love these. These are so beautiful. And I actually got this ring that I'm wearing from SHEIN as well as this one. Came with this very SHEIN haul. I'm very much a bracelet and ring kind of girl. I'm not a necklace kind of girl, so this was very interesting for me to buy because this is the first time I make a purchase for custom bracelets, and I think I might have discovered a new hobby of mine from watching Anne Elizabeth a lot. And I just finished binge watching all her YouTube videos at the time of filming this, and I made this purchase, and I thought, let me just add some of these bracelet pendants and beads and stuff to make my own bracelets, because I always buy bracelets from SHEIN anyway, or Lovisa, or any other bracelet shop. So I thought, how cool would it be to customize my own? And I think this is a much more affordable and fun experience to go through anyway, so I thought, why not? These are so cute. I'm really happy about this purchase. I love silver more than I love gold, but not to say I would never wear gold, but I'm more of a silver girly, and that's why I bought a lot of the silver pendants and not the gold ones. Oof, I love these so much. I like the size, I love the shininess. I just love these so much and I can't wait to use them in one of my upcoming bracelets that I'm going to make for myself. And then I got these beads as well. Come with eye pins and flat pins and stuff, so I could make a bracelet out of this if I can just, you know, loop all of these and just do what I do. And because I love silver and I have a lot of pendants, I thought if I don't want a bead bracelet, I could just use this chain and then just hoop the pendants in here using the O-rings or the hoop rings. What do they call those? These. Oh well, because it's silver, I'll be using these. But yeah, if I don't feel like using beads, I'll be wearing this instead. And then for here, this is a combo that comes with eye pins, lobster clasps, these O-rings. We've got these chains as well. This is so cute. We've got a lot of things that I can use for customizing bracelets, and I thought I should get it too. So that is that on that. I love that purchase. And then I've got these beads right here, which are also bracelet beads where I can just put in the hoops. I can just do my bracelet anyhow, and just the order of these beads would be up to my own liking. And I think these are so cute. We've got stars, we've got hearts, we've got a flower shape, we've got normal pearl beads and just round beads, and just it's just blue and white themed, and I love this. I love these. And this is the container I am planning to buy, maybe a bigger one to add my pendants in, you know, so that I can remove them from those plastic bags. And then I had this one, which I think would have been sufficient enough for me to buy just this one for my first time doing customized bracelets, because it comes with these, I want to say bracelet ropes. I don't know what to call them because I'm still new to the game, with their lobster clasps. And then we have these are my favorite because I've bought bracelets with this kind of thing before, or chain, or whatever you call it. But yeah, I bought bracelets with this kind of thing before, and I love that. So like I said, this would have been sufficient enough for my first time because it has everything you need. We've got these nice beads that you can add. As you can see, I did stick to the blue theme because I thought if I wanted to mix anything up, I could just add some of that, even though these are small, but these I can add to that thin, whatever you call that. Then you've got more of these bead looking stuff, bead looking charms. I love those. And I think these ones, if I can just pour them out here, some of these have gold on them, which I don't mind because I did say I do wear gold. I just love silver more. And these are so cute. These are actually really cute. If I can just turn them around so you can see, especially this planet one. Very cute. Okay, this planet one seems to not want to be seen, but that is what I'm working with. I love the flowers, love the star. I just love everything, and I can't wait to be changing up my bracelets as I do them myself. And then we've got more of those. I'm just gonna pour them out so we can see them. And these don't have dangly pendants on them, so these are just beads on their own, which are also really cute, and I love the designs on them. I've seen that the more beautiful designs you can get on SHEIN, the more expensive they are, and they sell them one each. So I just went for the ones that were on special, where you can get a lot of these together at a reasonable price, at a price that is similar to the ones that you buy each. And as you can see, I have not packed any of these things in this little box. I just put my rings in there. These aren't new, but these are also from SHEIN. So I just thought I should place them in here because I did not have a nice proper place to place my rings. So I just put them in there. There's a lot of them. I tried to put them in these compartments, but there's just a lot of them. And I thought, let me just stack them in there and we'll pack these some other time. As long as they're safe right now, we will see what we do with all of that. And then for my last purchase that was not nail related, we've got this case, and in here we have this. In this case, the only thing that is separate that did not come in this case is this little looping thing, but everything else in here came in this case. And just show everything that is in here without ruining these nails. Oh my word. So I'm not gonna remove everything because it's a bit hard to put back in there. Just gonna remove this one. This one did not come with the case, like I said. I just put it there because there was space, but this one is like a looping thing where you can loop your wires and stuff. And then we have wire cutters right here. We've got, I don't know what this is supposed to be, but I think it's supposed to hold the beads. You can hold the beads in here, I think. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm still new to the game, so I'm gonna learn. We've got different types of tweezers. We've got these straight ones. These are not sharp. These are not sharp tweezers. They're not as strong as the nail tweezers that are sharp, but I think these are to hold the pendants and the beads also. So there's that. And then we've got a measuring tape right here. We've got these. I forgot what these are called because I also did my research on what these are for also, but I forgot now because I did my research when I bought this. Now I forgot what this is for. And then we've got pliers right there. Those are the flat pliers, as you can see, and these are the round, I don't know what you call these, but I use this to loop the, is it O-rings? Why am I forgetting what those are? And then these are the wire cutters. So like I said, I'm lazy to take these out because these are gonna take so long to put back in, but also because this channel is about nails and I don't feel like putting a lot of effort doing this. I think the longer I wait to do a SHEIN haul, the less enthusiastic I am about the haul itself, because I end up using the stuff and I pack the stuff and I don't feel like removing the stuff altogether. So yeah, but anyway, that is all for the SHEIN haul, including the non-nail related things. And as you can see, I've already opened most of my nail stuff, including the bracelet stuff. And as you can see, this is what I'm going for. This is the aesthetic I'm going for when I buy these dangly pendants and the chain, because I want to do something like this where I just use these to hook these pendants onto the chains, and then I have like a very aesthetic bracelet. So that is what I am basically going for. Let me know what you think about these and if you would adopt this hobby as well, just like I did from Anne Elizabeth. This might be one of my favorite hobbies after nails, of course. So once again, if you have watched to the end of this video, of this haul, please leave 100 emoji so I know that you made it all the way to the end of the haul, the non-nail related haul, and so that I know that you're really a real one. Okay, thanks for watching once again. I appreciate you for watching all the way. Bye.